This is dedicated to the memory of Alvin Lew Zt, ben Zt, my uncle. This Devar Torah is centered in Parshas Naso, Perek Dalid, Pasuk Beis. Nasa is Rosh B'nai Gershon. Pick up the head of B'nai Gershon. Gamheim Laveis Avosim. They're also considered part of Beis Avosim, Mishpachosim to their family. It's interesting. Just what does it mean? Gamheim Laveis Avosim, Mishpachosim. Like, it's a strange lashon. Like, what's going on over here? So I looked at the Cheskuni, one of the Farshim. Nasas Rosh B'nai Gershon, Afal Pi Shetzivisicha Limnos B'nai Kahas Techila. Although I commanded you, Hashem says, to count B'nai Kahas, Fisha Ikar Avodah Kagoyna Aron Vashulchan Hamenorah Hamizbachais Mutalas Alahim, because they carry the main kalim, like the Aron, the Shulchan, the Menorah, and the Mizbechais. K'diksiv, like it says, Ki Avodah Zakodesh Alahim, because the work of the holy work is upon them. Al timane limnos achreim b'nei Gershom. Don't hold back from mentioning b'nei Gershom. Afal pisha inam noisim klum, although they don't carry. B'avodas and bagola, they're the wagon drivers. They're the Teamsters Union. They're the ones driving. Sharehu hayagadol b'nei Levi, because he was, and actually Gershom is the gadol of b'nei Levi. V'dina lios nimna sheni. But halacha, it was meant to be mentioned second because out the work itself, it wasn't as chashuv as the Naisa Raina, but they have to be mentioned. So there's a davar musar here that I want to point out, is that a person should never feel that he's second string. He counts two. And even Gershon is counted along with everyone, along with Kahas. Even the Kahas carry the more chashuv of things, but you need somebody to drive it. You need somebody to transport the holy implements. So therefore, a person should never look at himself as second string. As long as he's a part of a Avodas HaKodesh, he's important. It's like an army. You don't choose your mission. You're given it by the general. So whatever the general tells you to do, you're still a part of an elite force, and everybody in Klal Yisrael is a part of this elite force. And we're all important. We're not like all the other religions where you have the priest or whoever it is in charge. He's the one that calls the shots, and everybody else says Amen and just sits there and nods their head like bobbleheads. It's a participatory religion. Everybody counts, and that's the message, I believe, that is learned from here. The next thing that I want to focus on is the parsha of Saita. Saita, as you know, is a woman, a wayward woman, who was accused by her husband of being of being an adulteress, of not having fidelity towards him, and of course, she brings her carbon and she drinks this potion, if you will, and of course, it kills her if she is tameh. She actually explodes or implodes. Then it says over here in Perek Hey Chavches, the Im Loinitna, if she wasn't tameh, Ha'isha, this woman, Utahirahi, and she is pure. The Niksa, the Nizra Zara, she's going to be clean, and she's going to have children, and if her previous children had issues, they will be born without issues, and everything will be good for her. So Rashi says, if this woman was not tameh, with this particular steer, meaning with this situation where she hit herself with a man in this warning, meaning that she never fooled around. Because if she did fool around with another person, this potion would kill her, even though it was not the reason why she was nister, but it would work as a catch-all. So the lesson to be learned over here is that you can run, but you can't hide. People feel that they could just run away from a Kadosh Baruch Hu, do what they want, and say, okay, they didn't catch me in this one, I'm clean. But Hashem ultimately gives a person his gemul. But the Midah Taiva is much greater than the Midah Ra. So we can only imagine what tremendous amount of schus awaits a person for doing mitzvahs. And that was my Uncle Alvin. He did a lot of mitzvahs. And I could just imagine now he's smiling at all of us and basking in the glory of Akash Baruch Hu. Thank you for listening, and be safe and be well.